What's up, people? You're chilling here with Uncle T, aka Terry T. We Trust the Process. What's your story? Today we have a very special guest known as JayVisuals. But today we're gonna give him the platform and let him tell us more about himself as we talk about his journey and his life. Today, JayVisuals, you're sitting here with me. How does it feel? Before we go into anything, how does it feel to be on Trust the Process today?
How does it feel?
Yes.
It feels great, I won't lie. Yeah.
If you would express your feeling with a shout, with an action, what would it be? If you would shout, or if you would just give an action, which of those two would it be? And what would the sound or the action be?
I'll go with a reaction.
How would the reaction be?
Be like, because I mostly like react in a mellow way.
Okay.
Yes, because I don't just like lash out and stuff.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
So me knowing you, I know you're a very cool, calm and collected person.
Exactly.
And let's see your cool, calm and collectedness today.
Yeah.
So as I said before, we're chilling with JayVisuals. We're gonna go straight into it. JayVisuals, I've known you now for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And there are people out there that really don't know what you're doing or who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So today we just want to go into those minor details. People see you out there,
Yeah.
but they don't know who's this guy.
Yeah.
Who is JayVisuals?
I guess the guy behind JayVisuals, which is JayVisuals is like a brand. You see.
Yeah.
So my name, my full name is like John. Yeah, it's my name, guys, and my surname is Matibe. So yes, and for you guys that want to know how's the word like the name JayVisuals is formed,
Yeah.
it basically comes just from my name John, like for J, and I just add the AY, you know, like J, and I added visuals because like I've seen like I fell in love with visuals since a young age.
Okay.
Yes.
That's dope. So speaking about falling in love with visuals from a young age, what type of visuals are we talking about?
Ooh, been waiting for that question.
That's the question.
Thing is, this thing it started off odd, man, you know, because I've always had a desire to do music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, but always, you know, sometimes when you try something, it just doesn't work out, you know. But then I started seeing visuals like, oh, this video is nice. That is nice, like, you know, not just like music videos, movies like, oh, you see.
Okay.
Especially for me, like I love local movies, especially that's being directed in Cape Town.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's more cinematic for me.
With local producers or any producer?
Any producers.
Okay.
But the fact that it's local, I mean, like they inspire me. If they can do it, I can also do it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what's driving me towards my end goal.
Okay.
Yes.
2022.
Yes.
Maybe let's go back 3 years before now. Where was JayVisuals?
JayVisuals basically started at school. You know.
So 3 years ago you were at school?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Still young, guys. Yeah. So it started at school. So how I discovered my career is that I was this one guy who always liked to take selfies, you know. I mean, guys.
What phone were you using back then?
I was using a Mobicel. But back then the quality was top notch.
Nice.
But now it looks like, you know, those drawn pictures now. It's pixelated now.
It's blurry basically.
Yeah, but the fact that I started there, I mean, yeah. But that's how I started like taking pictures, like. But it first started off like taking selfies, like with myself.
Yeah.
Because people be like, "Oh, damn, bro, you so photogenic." I'm like, thanks, man. You know, I try. You know.
Nice.
Yeah, but I just wanted to impress some females. Yeah.
So we have JayVisuals today because of a particular female. Nevertheless, I know the story you once told of how you got your camera, and I'm sure our viewers would also like to know how did JayVisuals get his first camera? I also know there's a story about your mom in it also.
Yeah.
So would you tell us about that as well?
Let me start from from the start. The year 2019.
Yeah.
There was a time I've just like decided, you know what? Let me start watching tutorials, you know, because I mean, to go and study photography, it's expensive.
So you don't have a camera?
Yeah, I never had.
You just want to watch tutorials?
Yeah, I just want to watch, you know, just learn, you know what I'm saying? I just learn. Yeah, I started watching tutorials, started like, you know, getting to know great photographers locally, globally, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then okay, yeah, then came the year 2020.
Yeah.
I got my camera in January. On that day, I was supposed to go and lay by a camera. I remember it was a Canon EOS 4000D. I was supposed to go and lay by that camera because it had to come with the twin lens.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I was like, no man, this is too expensive, man. Like, it's gonna take time. Somehow, my mom is gonna feel like, yo, John, my son, this is too much, man. But then I was like, you know what? Let's go to cash converters, the second-hand camera. It's fine. But I've always had it like, I'll never buy second-hand things. Never in my life. But life humbles you, you know. Like, I'll go for it, man. Yeah. Then we went there, saw a nice camera. It was a Canon EOS 450D.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the most basic cameras you can ever get. You see, like, it basically just take pictures.
No videos.
Yeah, you can't do videos. Only pictures. And the megapixels, you won't believe me if I said it was 12 megapixels.
12 megapixels.
It's low.
And the camera you're using now, I know you're gonna get to it.
Yeah.
How many megapixels is that one?
It's 18 megapixels.
From 12 to 18, not bad.
But with the Canon EOS 450D, I must say that I did the most with that camera.
So that camera was your tutorial camera?
Yeah, yes.
As a beginner, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I just wanted to experiment, like taking photos of, you know, landscaping, cityscapes, portraits, all of those things. Yeah. Because for me, like, there's this guy, there's this quote he likes to say, like, he's a guy from UK, you know, all those guys already.
Excellent.
Yeah, like, for me, photography is at its best. Like, yeah, facts. Yeah. It is best, but yeah. Yes.
No, I see. I recently, I think it's in 2 months ago where you bought your current camera you're using now, if not 3 months ago.
Yes.
And you also inspired me to also go into photography a little bit.
Yes.
So what made you now switch to buy this current camera you're using?
What made me to buy this camera it's basically because of my work. I was like, okay, my work it's getting there, but now the camera that I have, which was the 450D,
okay,
it kind of limited me to a certain point. Like, I want to get this kind of image, but this doesn't have the features what I want, you know. And then there was a day I just decided, you know what, let me sell this thing and I'll just wait for a couple of months, you know, it's fine. Let me just sell this camera. And I sold my laptop because I was like, this thing is too slow, man. Even worse, like I'm abusing my laptop because of the softwares that I use.
So it can't basically be productive as you wanted it to.
Yes. There was times like I used to buy hard drives, the hard drives crashes. Like, yo, I lost all my work, stuff like that. But it was tough.
Speaking about losing stuff,
do
you want to share with our viewers, how did you feel when you lost almost was it 3 or 4K when someone tried to sell something to you on Facebook markets?
Ooh, guys.
And I remember that story, but just maybe share with our viewers
let me share
that experience.
Before, I think a week before that, I had a wedding client. The client is from my church, basically.
Yeah.
Booked me for his wedding. Yeah, and then he paid me that amount for the camera I was gonna buy.
Okay.
And the camera I was supposed to buy on Facebook Market was the Canon EOS 600D.
Okay.
Yeah, then I saw the camera. I'm like, okay, wow, this is affordable for this type of camera. See, but I never thought of the scaling, you know, because I was too excited. Like, I'm gonna get this. And then I spoke to the guy on Facebook. It's like, okay. And then he was like to me, I'm no longer in Joburg. I'm MP in Mpumalanga. I'm like, okay, so how are we gonna do now? It's like, nah, we can still work this thing out. Like, you pay me, I make sure you get the camera via Pexi. You see, I'm like, okay, I'm familiar with Pexi. I know how it works. You see, guys, I was
too excited.
Hey. But it was a lesson though.
Yeah.
I gave him the money. Your guy just disappeared.
Yeah.
Money gone.
Broke.
Gone. I felt like, you know what, my career is gone. But I was like, nah, I won't give up. See, but I've learned my lesson. But it was funny, man. Like, oh wow, this guy, damn. Like, he does this for a living, like robbing people.
Yeah.
Yo.
And I remember we even tried to track him down, and we unsuccessfully we failed basically to track him down. And I remember even the guy's wedding you were supposed to shoot, you successfully shot the wedding, and the pictures came out quite nice.
Yes, yeah, with the 450D.
Exactly.
Yes.
So now my question now is, someone is watching now and they're thinking, how does JayVisuals get all of these things right? From using a 450D to using a 650D, and to what softwares are you using to basically render this work?
Before I get there, to every photographer out there, filmmaker, whatever you want to be in the media, I feel like don't let what you have limit you. Yes. You see, to what you want to do. You see, because I can assure you that I can do 4K footages with a 1080 pixel camera. You see, it depends on how you basically use it. You see, but there's one thing you should like know and master, which is your foundational skills. I'm talking about your composition, your rule of thirds, your white balance,
aperture,
your aperture, your camera settings.
I'm just speaking from top of the head.
Yes, yeah, you see.
Don't even know what
it's like it's like you wanna like have the best cappuccino.
Okay.
You see, the best, but you still add tea bags in it. Doesn't make sense. You get what I'm saying?
Now I get it.
That's how I'm saying, like, photography has rules, but you can also break the rules.
Rules to benefit and rules that can damage the production of your product also.
Yes. Yeah.
I see. Well, going forward, I think it would be a great lesson for those upcoming artists you're speaking about to look at those foundational building blocks, what to look at, and but I'm still a bit confused when you say you can shoot 4K in 1080p.
Yeah, it's a secret.
Is there a YouTube link for that?
Yes.
Okay, so guys, you must go check it out on YouTube. Just see how you can shoot 4K quality with a 1080p camera. JayVisuals, what kind of challenges have you faced ever since you bought your first camera? Apart from the Facebook market scamming thing and not being able to basically shoot properly with that 1050, 450.
Yeah, the 450D.
What other challenges did you come across as JayVisuals?
The challenges I came across was assistance. In terms of, like, let's say I have a client.
Okay.
Like, I'm doing everything on my own, you know. Like, I have no one to assist me in terms of lighting, you know, reflecting light on the subject, stuff like it, you see. Yeah, like, I only had like one battery source, see. But I managed, like, especially in weddings, like, I mean, weddings is like a whole day thing. So you need to manage, you see. That's, yeah, but I came across with a lot of challenges though. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And how do you overcome those challenges?
How I overcome those challenges, I started building relationships with people who wants to be in photography. You know, I'm like, okay, you know what? Since you want to learn how to be a photographer, I'll teach you the basics. But what I need from you is your assistance. You know, whenever I'm booked, even though I'm not booked, even though I have free shoots, just pull through, catch some tips, and I'll tell you this is what you do, this is what you don't do. You know. Yeah, and in that way you learn, you benefit.
Awesome, man. You already spoke about what inspired you to pursue this goal. And I sort of want to just look back to see, when did people start noticing or recognizing your work as JayVisuals?
People started noticing my work the year 2020.
The year you started?
Yeah, with my actual first camera.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually when COVID just, you know.
The third month, basically.
Yeah, the third month, because people had nothing to do, you know. That's where TikTok started booming, stuff like that. And I was like, you know what, I'll use this to my advantage. You know, start taking pictures. Not just like normal pictures, you know. Just like pictures that tells a story. Yeah, and that's how people started knowing me, stuff like that. And people even booked me during COVID. I'm like, wow.
Okay, so which picture would you say, like, this picture put me on the spot?
The picture that put me on the spot is the picture I shot last year, the year 2021.
Okay.
It's it actually inspired me when there was looting. Remember when people were looting the whole country?
Around June, July, somewhere.
Yeah. So I decided, you know what, let me do something about this, you see, but I'm not gonna do it in a cliche way where like, okay, this guy, I hope I'm making sense. Like he got this from the looting thing, but from the inside, it's like it's basically talking about suffocation. How we as a country are suffocating right now because we basically like just damaging everything and expect that everything should be fine the next day. You know, that's where I started, you know what, I called my friend, no, actually texted him. He's actually, he's the one that normally assists me in terms of lighting and stuff.
Okay.
So I was like, hey bro, I have this concept in mind, you know. It's a bit weird, but I know you'll be down for it.
Is it that picture you took where guys wrap the plastic around?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. It's that picture.
Nice.
So yeah, and we went there. Fortunate enough, I feel like it was taking pictures that day, it was meant for it, because we went there, people started burning the grass because it's winter, you see. Now there was a lot of smoke just to add haze in the picture. I know you guys know of those who use Lightroom, there's haze and then you get de-haze. Yeah, and that's how like I'm like, okay, you know what, there's smoke, bro. Like I hope you'll be able to breathe. Just know it's just like for a few seconds. Like, nah, it's okay. Started taking the picture, wrapping around, and now there was guys chilling there now.
Wondering what?
They were looking at us in a weird way. They were like, guys, are you, what's happening? Are you doing some rituals here? Funny stuff, what's going on? I'm like, nah, bro, this is art. You know, yeah. It's like, okay, nah, that's him. And then one of the guys asked me, do you mind if you see the picture? I'm like, let me give you my Instagram handle, then you see the rest of my work, because I don't really like showing people my raw work. Unless if you're a client and you book me so that you can be satisfied and your confidence could be more boosted. Like, okay, this picture is nice. Yeah.
Dope.
Yes.
I must admit that picture also baffles me a bit. Like, what's happening here? But I noticed the creativity after I saw a couple of the same features, maybe because you showed it in portrait, and I also saw the landscape versions. I'm like, now this is something. So we spoke about Instagram, and my question is, what other social media platforms are you using to put JayVisuals out there on the map?
My first social media platform was WhatsApp.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, only few people could see my work. Then I started opening up a Facebook page. And then it started like, getting likes, growing. I was like, this is not enough, man. Let me go to Instagram because that's where the things happen.
It's booming.
Yeah, that's where it's booming. Yeah, that's when I was like, you know what? Let me just rather stick on Instagram. Yeah, I'll take it from there.
So you only have an Instagram account, basically.
I have Facebook, I have Instagram, and I have Twitter, but I'm mostly active on Instagram.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. I like the progress you've made so far as a photographer. There's something I'm noticing lately, especially when I look at your Instagram account. This phrase called photo.
Oh, photo.
Yes. What does that
mean? That comes from this other guy. He's a musician. He's from the US, United States. He goes by the name of Koda, the friend. But me, I don't call him Koda. I call him Kota. Kota the friend. Yeah,
like a bunny.
Yeah, bunny chow. Kota the friend. So he released an album called Photo. You see. Then I was like, let me listen to this album. And I started resonating, like, relating to the album. Like, okay, this is nice. Then that's why I'm like, you know what? I'll just use this guy's album's name as my, some sort of
tagline, basically.
Yeah, tagline, Whenever I see a nice picture, even though it's not just my picture, I'll just say photo. Now everyone knows whenever I say photo, you already know, like, the picture's nice.
Like saying salute.
Yeah, like, wow, bro, like, big ups.
It's like saying too hot.
Yeah, too hot.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, you now owning a 650D.
Yes.
And I know you still want to upgrade. What camera do you see yourself owning in the next year or two?
In the next year? Anything is possible, right? I would say, okay, let me just say it. Right now I wanna own a Canon 5D Mark IV. Yeah. But what I really wanna own, the camera has just been released now a few months ago. It's the Canon EOS R5C. Now C stands for cinema. Like it's a cinema camera, but you can also take pictures, and it's expensive.
Have you set yourself a goal to achieve that particular camera?
The EOS R5C.
Yes.
No.
If you would now set yourself a goal, let's say you're now trapping yourself. Like, okay, I'm making this commitment live on Trust the Process. What's your story? What time frame would you give yourself to attain that camera?
What time frame will I like to attain? What? To get the camera?
Yes.
I'll give myself minimum 2 years. Yeah, but also I need to be like consistent in getting clients, you see. Not just like me waiting, like, I'm just gonna wait to get clients. Now I should like go, it's like, hey guys, this is what I offer, this is my services, these are my rates, this is what I do. So if you guys like interested in doing content, I'm here, you see, stuff like that.
So currently the only marketing platform is basically Instagram.
Yeah, it's Instagram, and also like on the real life, you can just like go there, like, you know what, I would like to, create.
It's sort of like traditional marketing, word of mouth, basically.
Yes.
Nice. I like the journey you've made since 2020. And for someone that looks at your work, they wouldn't actually say you actually have 2 years experience.
Yeah.
And I think that's giving benefit to the tutorials you watched first before you actually took on the craft.
Yes.
Someone is watching now and they say, how do I also give myself that kind of experience, just 2 years experience, and also be able to deliver the kind of projects that JayVisuals deliver? How would you advise an upcoming photographer to say, I took 2 years, you can take 6 months?
Yeah, thanks.
But how would you advise such a person?
How would I advise you is that first thing first, guys, you need to be consistent. Yeah, you need to be consistent in what you do.
Consistency.
And you need to have a niche. You know, like you need to find your style in what you love doing. And also, if you feel like, okay, you don't have enough funds to go and study photography, YouTube is free. You can just subscribe to whoever you wanna like learn from. You know, I mean, like on YouTube, there's this Indian guys like, oh, you learn a lot from those guys. You know them. You create an adjustment layer, stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah.
Speaking from experience,
Yes.
I don't know who did I tell that I hear better from Indian guys.
Yes, yeah.
Their English is,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
You know why we
we
get to learn so fast from those people is because they specific, you know, they like, you know, me doing this YouTube video is for someone to gain knowledge and do what I love doing and master the craft. That's how it's supposed to be.
Nice. No, I think guys, going forward, let's just Google or YouTube Indian videos, and I'm sure we will all learn actually the craft that we wanting to acquire. Speaking about me shortly, I must admit I've learned a lot from YouTube Indian videos.
Yeah.
From web design, Premiere Pro, Photoshop. If I know that I'm gonna catch something, I just listen to an Indian guy, and that's how I actually get to pay attention to detail.
Yeah.
JayVisuals, trusting the process. What does it mean to you? What does trusting the process mean to you?
Trusting the process for me, personally, what it means to me is like trialing against all odds. You know, like no matter how hard it is for you to like accomplish your goals in life, there's always gonna be a way for you to, you know, to reach your destiny. Yeah, so like here's an example, guys. Like what you guys are so passionate about this trust the process thing. You guys do actually trust the process. Like you don't have that how can I say, professional equipment, you know, and people out there already assuming, oh, those guys you know, but then again, you guys like, you know what, we still trust the process. So that's what trust the process means to me. Like, you know, I just keep on pushing, keep on striving.
So you also don't have the professional equipment?
I also don't have, guys.
But the professional is here.
It's in the mind.
That's too dope, guys.
So
if you want to trust the process, even if you don't have the equipment, it's professional. But be professional in your mind. And I'm sure you will deliver professional products and projects. And I think going forward, I think maybe that's the mentality our young people must use. Like,
yeah.
Whatever you have to start with. I mean, you started with the Mobicel.
Yeah, Mobicel.
Taking selfies.
And then J1 for actual pictures. Yeah.
Who? Do you perhaps know who's that girl that inspired you? Or that you wanted to impress?
I would rather not say her name, man. Yeah.
Not nice.
Yeah, but I hope she's doing fine though out there.
No, we hope so too.
Yeah.
Hope so too. Yeah. No, that's it for Trust the Process. This was a great session, and I'm sure JayVisuals going forward, I trust that God will bless and sustain you more.
Thanks.
And I hope that your work speaks for itself, as it already is. You don't need to do marketing.
Yeah.
If someone sees your photo, they just want to be part of the team or part of the clients and just bring more work into you. So whatever you're touching now, I trust that God will make it shine.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, guys, and thank you so much, guys, for having me on your show.
Awesome.
Yes.
But now, giving us your social handles, where can people find you? You already spoke about Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp, but what's your Instagram handle?
My Instagram handle is JayVisuals _SA.
JayVisuals _SA. Would you be comfortable giving a phone number, or is just Instagram where people can
I'll
find
give
you?
my phone number, like it's part of marketing.
Oh, nice.
It's 074 374 1747.
Nice. Can you say that one more time for those who still trying to get their pen and papers out there?
074
Yes.
374 1747.
Well, there you have it, guys. If you want to work with JayVisuals, those are his contact details. He'll respond as soon as possible. But there's just the way he responds. I remember every time someone calls him, which he doesn't have the number, then he responds, "Who are you? What do you want?" And I told him once, don't speak like that to people. If you're being called by an unknown number, try to get at least who is it in a respectable way, because clients are also emotional and are going through stuff. But nevertheless, thank you guys for tuning in with us today. Trust the process. Uncle T, what's your story? See you.
Peace.